One of the things I want to start off with though is I did a coaching call. I did a one-on-one coaching call with one of my students recently, and man, the guy has talent. The guy has talent, and we did a 30-minute session today. And what I really noticed is that he sounded really good. He sounded so good. He had the right scripts. He had the right voice. The music was a little bit loud. I gave him some feedback, but the demo was customer ready. I mean, if I were a customer, I would book him. And he told me, Chris, I'm really glad we had this call because I've been sitting on this for years. I've been sitting on this for years. And that kind of blew my mind because, it made me wonder how many more people are in that position where you have the talent, you have the voice, maybe you already have the equipment, and you've just been sitting on this and not doing anything about it. And every day that you sit on it is progress or customers or potential money or opportunities that you're letting go by. And sometimes that can really snowball. Sometimes a customer today, that could have been a lifelong customer that you never had because you never started. And, a lot of people hold themselves back. A lot of people say that they are not good enough or they don't have the right voice or maybe they're not confident or they feel like they have to have an agent or they have to have somebody tell them it's okay. But the thing is, you don't have to have that. Really, the most important person is yourself, giving yourself the okay, giving yourself the permission to get started. I mentioned that I started this from home. I started this from my closet. I didn't have any sort of formal training in voice acting. I didn't have an agent or an agency. I didn't go to college for voice acting. And I made this happen because I allowed myself this to happen. I made this happen. And that's one of the biggest reasons for success is you. You make it happen. It's not, expecting someone else to make it happen for you. It really is. You are the biggest piece of the puzzle when it comes to being successful in this. Really awesome coaching call, really awesome guy, one of my students. And yeah, we listened to his demo together. I gave him some feedback on how to improve it, but I was really blown away by how good he was. He has awesome voice, great quality, and I genuinely believe he could start getting customers if he just put himself out there already and actually started creating, you know, the accounts and the profiles the way that I talk about. And so he's going to work on it, and we're going to do another coaching call together soon. And I'm keeping him accountable, and I think that's another part of it is that, this applies to myself as well. Sometimes we put things off because we don't have accountability. We don't have somebody there to follow along with our process and make sure that we're getting things done right. When we're left to our own devices, we kind of just tend to allow things to happen. We kind of just allow life to happen and go with the flow, and it becomes harder. But when you have someone accountable, someone's watching, someone is there pushing you and giving you that, information. And really, just at the end of the day, that accountability, knowing that someone is there watching your progress. So you just feel a little more pressure in a good way to accomplish things and get things done. Did you have self-doubt when you first started? Yeah, of course. I didn't have any reviews. I've never done it before. Of course, there's self-doubt, but um, what I had more of was self-belief and excitement. So, you know, the thing is at least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna at least try. Even maybe I won't make it. Maybe I will, but I'm at least gonna try. That really is the the s- the spark that you need to get started because it snowballs, right? To make a giant snowball, you have to have at least a small one to start at the top of the hill, right? It doesn't just start on its own. And so sometimes that small snowball is that I'm at least going to try. And then that little snowball grows and grows, and before you know it, it's a giant snowball rolling down a hill. And you know, now, now you're rolling with the other big snowballs. So just an analogy that sometimes you just need a little tiny push, and sometimes that could be just I'm at least going to try it, and that could be that small snowball. All right, my friends, that's all the time we have for today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Catch you on the next one. This is Chris, signing off.